Hi guys, I don't know what happened there, to be honest. I don't know what YouTube means, but to be honest, I've come to realize that you'd never understand YouTube because yesterday, I don't know if anybody can hear me. Please come back in again, guys. I'm just trying to connect people, so I'll try to reach people that have reached me to tell them to come back in. Okay, thank you so much. So Aretha is in, Victoria is in. If you can please help me tell the others to come in as well. So I don't know what happened or what is happening with YouTube of late, especially yesterday. I was so pained. I woke up so early and I made a video and I uploaded it at 8 or 9 o'clock, and some hours later they took it down. They said I violated the YouTube community guidelines around COVID-19. Same with another friend of mine. So I don't know what is happening, to be honest. So I'll just get into it without wasting much of your time. Hopefully we don't get caught up this time. So if somebody can help me reach Topware, Rachel, and Tosin Arewa, that I'm back on, and every other person that wants to come in. Thank you so much. So today we're going to be talking about financial freedom and a pathway to it. It's inexhaustible, but then it's very important to set like a foundation. And like a disclaimer, I have my watermarks that I can never get rid of, and that's Timmy. And Timmy will definitely be here any moment from now. So I'm sorry in case you see him shouting or jumping somewhere. Gabrielle is awake, sorry, is asleep. So I plan to do this real quick before she wakes up. Thanks so much for coming in again. And I was just reading about the UK economy and how it's been crashing, and I learned it's crashed by 11%. And if there is a second strike of COVID-19, it will crash up to 14%. And everyone is a bit bothered. Well, most of my friends are nurses. Hi, Ruth. Thanks for coming back in. So most of my friends are nurses, and we feel like we're not affected. So whether you're a nurse or irrespective of what your line of job is or your pursuit or field is, you realize that it is important to begin your pathway or begin to make your way towards financial freedom. So we'll be getting into it without any further ado. And I've mentioned the UK economy, and it's in a significant shock, like I said, because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So it's been found, like we all know, like I was saying in my video yesterday, for those that haven't seen my video, I was saying in the video yesterday that one of the reasons people are a bit worried, especially we from the Black and minority ethnic group, is because even though the virus is not discriminating, we've been disproportionately affected, and people are a bit worried and bothered about the effect. So having said that, one of the reasons, of course, we know socioeconomic factors apart from health factors like obesity, diabetes, hypertension, to mention a few, is also structural factors like where people live in. So people from Bangladeshi community are found to be most affected from the BAME group, and that's because you find them, live in, I won't call the places slum, but if you get what I mean, like packed up places. So if you have anything to say as I get on, so just drop your comments or anything you want people to know more on, whether statistics or whatever, so people can learn in the live chat, and let's have a chitty chat in there. So they are affected the most, and it goes on. I believe blacks are affected, I think, second or third in that order. So having said that, it is very important. And another reason we blacks are affected, or those of us from the abroad, is because we tend to do more. If you get what I mean, we tend to do more shifts, we tend to do more everything. After we've done our 37.5 hours, you still find that most of us try to pick up extra and extra. And it's simply because we want to cover up for financial needs back home. We want to cover up for even our needs here and all of that. And it is high time. I think this COVID-19 is just a call to action to let us know that we can live within our limits, and we don't have to go extra or, go outside of our comfort zone to get comfortable. And what do I mean by that? There are some things that we can cut off, like some bills that we can make, or get what I mean? Like we can cut off just to make sure that we're not straining ourselves. And I remember vividly before I started my maternity leave, that oftentimes the agency would call me and tell me to come for shifts or come go for shifts in COVID-19 areas and escalate the price. So the reason the price has been escalated is because the areas are risk areas, and you get there is no risk assessment done, especially for people from the BME community. There is no risk assessment done. Sometimes there is no gloves, or you have to reuse face mask like 1,001 times. And that is not really what we want. And by so doing, you are exposing yourself. Some people get home, they're so knackered and exhausted, and they just jump in the bed, forgetting to wash their hands or forgetting to, take their bath. And you can see then their men then contract it. And by the time men contract it, we found that men, by the time they contract it, tend to die faster than women. So those are things that's just by the way, that's just the preliminary. So we'll get into it. And like I said, please drop your comments in the chat, live chat, as we get on. So things that we can do to help ourselves get financial freedom. The first thing I can think of is cut back on frivolous spending. So like my husband was saying recently that he noticed I've not been shopping as much as I would normally do, because on a good day you'd have heard the bell go off like 50,000 at one time. I've just decided that, number one, if you're not going out, or maybe you live a triangular life where you don't really need that clothes or that shoe or that thing. We get to a particular age. Well, I don't think it comes with age per se, but then you should get to a particular stage where you can cut off on some things that you've found or you've tagged as frivolous that you can do away with, and that way you can spend the extra money, in a piggy box or somewhere, and it goes a long way. Another way we can also, ensure financial freedom is by beefing up emergency funds. So one thing that I've learned, like when I got to this country, I remember a colleague then in Essex, she is a Yoruba lady, and she said to me that the best thing you can do for yourself when you get to this country is join a contribution group. It goes a long way. And like for those that know me well, they know that most of the things, like when we're going to get our mortgage, it was the contribution group that I joined that were able to put things together, and I was able to, put my deposit together and achieving this quicker, if you get what I mean. So make sure you have like a contribution group. That is another way. And by so doing, you beef up your emergency fund. And nobody prays for things to happen. Sometimes you don't know just what's around the corner. But then if you have something somewhere that you're not touching, so it goes a very long way. That's another way to get financial freedom. Another point is also you can create a life ISA. So with the life ISA, just like the Help to Buy ISA. So with the life ISA, you speak to your bank and they'll set one up for you. And that way, you're saving something up. Because oftentimes when I say to myself, I'll put it in my other bank accounts, I realized that, well, I've got access to all of the accounts anyway. If I want to get it, I can still get it. So it oftentimes doesn't work. So having a contribution group where whatever I earn that month, no matter how little, I still try to get a bit out, or make sure that bit comes out every month. Then I spend what is left, whichever way. And like somebody was saying in a meeting I attended, like a webinar I attended some days ago, they were saying, I can't remember if I remember the fraction very well, but she said use the 30-70 rule, if I remember well. So save 20-20-60 rule. I'll try to remember. If I remember, I'll put it in the comment section after this live video. And the rule ensures that by the time whatever you earn, my screen is playing up. Just give me a minute, please. Whatever you earn, save 20, pamper yourself with 20. Then, I can't remember that rule now. That rule also goes a long way. I'll make sure to bring the rule in whenever I remember. It's another way. And another point I was going to mention is to defer student loan. So for people that are on student loan or any kind of loan that you think you can defer, it's very important to defer your loan. And by so doing, you can then we can then save more, and by the time all of this is over and everybody's financially stable, you can then jump back on the loan. So another way is to look for additional streams of income. I will put a link in the description box for a friend's YouTube channel. That's Victoria. She has done a lot of video on how to achieve, how to get money via other means, like additional streams of income. is very important. So I will be mentioning a few, and when I put a link in the description box, you could look out at the channel. And one of them is something like joining the Amazon affiliate or the eBay affiliate. So with the Amazon or eBay affiliate, what happens is for whatever anybody buys with your link, you get a percentage of it. So say for instance, I am with Amazon affiliate. Hello, Lushola Omowaye. Thank you so much for joining. Like I said, you will be hearing Timmy, and that's Timmy right there. You can't help it. I'm so sorry. So with the Amazon affiliate, like I was saying, if anybody buys anything with your Amazon affiliate link, you will get a percentage of it. So imagine if I haven't told so many people though, but a few people that know. My husband buys things on Amazon with my Amazon affiliate link. But then I think, like Victoria was saying, because they know that we're from the same address, they don't give me my percentage. So that's very painful. But if your friends, know that you've got an affiliate link, or you provide the link, if you've got a YouTube channel or any kind of platform, you provide the link there and try to encourage people to, buy things through that link, then you get percentages of it. eBay does the affiliate as well. And there are some other companies that does the affiliate. Another way is if you can do these people that ask you to review their products, they also pay. That's another way to get money. That's another stream of income. And speaking of business, you can go into a business. It doesn't have to be very large or very big at the beginning. I know that everybody likes property, everybody likes businesses that are very big, but you can start small if you don't have the capital to start big just yet. So what do I mean? So businesses like, if you want, you can have an online marketing store. And with online marketing, because of fulfillment, if you want to fulfill orders, so if say people buy things from your channel and you want to fulfill orders, you don't have to. That stress is very much. Like I was going to join Amazon, and I was going to, with Amazon, you have to either ask Amazon to fulfill your orders for you, where you pay a bit to Amazon, or you fulfill the orders yourself. So you have to stock up. You have to have a room for stock up. And by so doing, I'm really sorry about Timmy. I wish I could help it. And by so doing, each time anybody buys anything from your online store, that's on Amazon. If you've got your product advertised on Amazon, then you then go and post it to them. But that's very stressful, especially if you've got another job. So the best way is to use the Amazon fulfillment, or you should use like all these drop shipping. So with drop shipping, we have AliExpress drop shipping, which is something like what I am doing with my hair business. So I've had to pause it because I couldn't manage giving birth, and all of these changes are happening around me. So I've stopped my drop shipping business for now. So you can have a drop shipping website where when you buy anything, so if you come to my website, so my website name is energybeauty.com. So on that channel, stuff like the hair you will advertise that you will put on your page will be given to you by AliExpress. So you don't have to worry about images, where to gather images from. You get the images from them, you get everything from them. If you like, you can set it up yourself. I tried to set it up myself and it was really stressful for me. So they asked me to pay about $200 more to get the setup done for me. And that was why everything just got really bad, because I was trying to manage that with so many things happening in my life as well, trying to be a mom, a wife, and everything. So for now, I've put everything on hold. Or you could do Shopify. Shopify is another drop shipping website. They would set everything up for you, and whatever anybody buys from your website, you won't fulfill that order. So they'll fulfill the order for you. So if you buy any hair from my website, I would then get like a message or a notification that 10 people are just bought from my website. Then I'll go to those sellers and email them to fulfill that order. So whenever they want to send that hair to you, that is when you get hair that has no name on, or that has like there's a name they call it, so it has like a custom name on. So you can't link it to Eunice Air or to a particular kind of company, even though it was Eunice Air that fulfilled that order for me. So it's a very simple way to get things done. If it's a makeup product you want to sell, or baby clothing, whatever it is you want to sell, they'll fulfill the order for you. But to look like you own the company, you do actually, but you've removed the fulfillment aspect off your shoulder. You've taken the stress off your shoulder. That's something you can look into. And that way, even when you're in bed, money is being made for you because people are buying. And by the time you wake up, you then message your sellers, they will fulfill the order, they will get their money, and you will get your money. So whatever the seller sells it as. So let's say that three bundles of air plus closure is normally um £60, just as an example. I can put it down at £75. So that £15 become mine, and multiply £15 by the number of people that will buy hair. And what was that thing I was going to say about drop shipping again? You can just read more about it. If I remember any other thing, I'll leave it in the comments section. So sorry about that. So that's one thing, and I wish I could talk more about drop shipping, but I just don't want to spend forever talking about it. You can read more, and if I remember anything, or if you want, I could do a video solely for that purpose on my YouTube channel. So another way is if you use a budget tracking app to monitor your spending. Thank you very much. I've seen Victoria comment. Hi, Olayemi. Hello, Ruth. Let's thumb up the stream, guys. Yes, thank you very much for that. Hello, Lushola Omowaye. Thank you, Areta. Joining a credit union in one's local community is a good idea too, as you also get dividends at the end of the year. Oh, well done. I didn't know about that. So that's another point. That's a way to get extra money. And thank you guys for the thumbs up. So moving ahead, using a budget tracking app. So we all have these apps on our phone. You can go to your Play Store and Google budget tracking app. And as you're doing, it helps you track what you're spending. And that is another way that I've written down here. So another way that I actually think is very, very key is when you don't pay for what you are not using. Like some people pay for gym every year. They pay for the yearly subscription because that is a way to, it is a trap. They get you to pay for everything, but at the end of the day, you probably won't go for more than 4 times for the end of the year if you're somebody like me. If you go 4 times, then you're very lucky. So, but you've paid for the whole year. Why not just pay per when you're going off for a month and see how the next month goes? That is how to, shelve whatever the English I'm trying to speak, like avoid that payment. Then another way also is if you let me concentrate. Another way also that I've written here that I think I've forgotten now. Okay, another way also is if you're paying a debt, and say maybe you're paying for your, oh, that wasn't what I was going to say. Just hold on a minute, I remember. So I was talking about, okay, yes, I've remembered. So you see the way when you want to pay for your broadband and TV, they'll ask you to pay for broadband and TV, and they believe it is cheaper that way. It is actually a way to rip you off. What do I mean? So since last year, my husband has stopped paying for both broadband and TV because you realize that most of these TV channels, you can watch them on your, what's it called now, on your TV without having to pay the broadband for broadband and TV. Now everybody, or well, most people pay for TV license, I believe £12 or so every year, and there is this change that are going to make with the TV license very soon. So but as we speak at the moment anyway, with TV license you have ITV up on your TV by default. You have BBC. You have these pre-uploaded apps on your TV. When you click on ITV app or ITV up, you can watch live ITV programs like The Chase, whatever it is you see on normal Virgin Media TV. You see it on those BBC and ITV channels. You can watch 4. You can watch all of these movie channels on ITV Hub and BBC Hub, I believe they call it as well. So they've been pre-uploaded on your TV. Just click on it, and so far you've got TV license, you have free entry into them. So that is a way to boycott paying broadband and TV, if you get what I mean. So since we stopped paying for both, I still watch TV. I still watch news live. I watch what is happening. If I want, I watch all of these things you'd normally watch on TV with my TV license subscription that gives us access to ITV and the likes, if you get what I mean here. So that is another way. So it may just look like £20 extra, but it is something. If I ask my husband to give me that £20, I'll put it somewhere for every month. It is something. At the end of the year, 20 times 12. That's another kind of savings again. Then the thing I was going to say before I then remember this TV licensing one is if you want, you can, if say you're making payments for say your phone bill, whether you bought your phone from Very or wherever it was you bought your phone from, and you've probably got other bills to pay, like maybe you've got credit card payments to make every month. So you've got 2 credit cards. Then you see that by the time you're done paying your phone bill, it is very important that you add the money that you normally use to pay for TV, add it on top of your credit card payment. So don't think like you are relieved, or don't feel like you are relieved because you've stopped paying phone. So what do I mean? So if you normally pay 100, 50 every month, and you've got debt of 500, 500 in each of these 3 debts, as an example. So, and you're done paying for the phone one, which is the first 500. So the 100 that you normally pay for the phone, add it on top of the 50 that you pay for credit card, and that's 150. And by so doing, you see that you finish paying the credit card money quicker. If you understand all of this English I'm blowing now, let me stop it. So that is another way. And by the time you are done paying the second debt, say you do 153 times and you are done, or 2.5 times and you are done, you then jump the 100 or 50 that you were paying with the second credit card. You then add it on top of the third one, and by so doing, you finish paying off, early enough. And something again that I've learned is, as much as possible, try to sit down and get yourself together around finances. Because what I did was, I realized that by the time I start my maternity leave, as an example, I won't be able to do extra shifts. In fact, towards the end of my maternity leave, I was beginning to get tired, and with the whole COVID-19 thing, I couldn't continue. So I stopped. But I didn't know that I could follow. Like some people know that they could do follow, if I got the pronunciation right. So it was only a week before my maternity anyway. I would have just gotten a week follow. So then I stopped totally. So what do I mean by the follow? So with agency, those of you doing agency, if you stop working for whatever reason around COVID-19 and pregnancy, or for whatever reason, maybe they've asked you to not come to work because you're a risk factor, you're a risk group, you're part of the risk group, contact your agency that they should calculate your follow and begin to give you follow every month. So I know somebody that takes £200, you said, every month for follow, apart from a normal monthly salary that our employers give to her. So that's another way to get money. So I plan myself in such a way that by the time I start maternity leave, I won't have so many things I'm paying back, which has helped me in a way. So I did many extras there, and now I feel better. So sorry, that's Timmy pressing what is pressing. I'm so sorry there. Take. Another way, before I begin to read the comment section, and if anybody wants to put anything in the comment section for us to discuss, if you have any question around any point you want us to raise, just so anybody in the chat room has an answer for you, please drop it now, guys, because I'm beginning to round off. I'm just a bit conscious that my daughter will wake up any moment from now. I think that's everything I've. Okay. And like I was listening to Pastor Samadeyemi the other day, that there is something about humans. We believe that whatever we are earning is not enough. So for that reason, we can't save, because what I'm earning is not even enough to start with. And what he said was, if £900 or 900 naira is not enough, 1,000 naira too cannot be enough. It's just in your mindset. It will not be enough. So if you earn £1,000 every month, as an example, and you want to use the percentage rule, I was trying to remember the fraction the other time, and you want to save a particular percentage every month, I think it's 10%, and you want to save a particular, at least that percentage every month, you realize that even if you take out that percentage, even the remaining still won't be enough. And if you don't take out the percentage, the remaining still won't be enough anyway. It's just in your head. So it's all about determination. It's all about what's that thing now? Self is it control now? Being able to discipline, self-discipline. It's all about self-discipline. And I've talked about opening a life ISA. So for those of you just joining, thank you so much for just joining anyway. So we've talked about life ISA with a bank. We've talked about joining a personal contribution with your friends and people that you trust. We've talked about paying, offsetting some bills that you can avoid, like TV, paying broadband and TV. You don't need to. There's a way around it. We've talked about offsetting a bill and adding whatever it is up onto the other one. And we've talked about cutting back on frivolous spending, like buying that human hair or buying that shoe or clothes that you don't need. I just wear what I have these days, and I know that there's a reason I have done that. At the end of the day, to pay off, if you get what I mean. So if at this stage you can't, be disciplined and try to cut back on some spendings, it will affect us at the long run. And I also talked about looking for additional streams of income, where I mentioned drop shipping and Amazon and eBay affiliates. And I also talked about credit union in your local community as well. So I'll read the comment section now. So Ruth Dada says dropshipping a lovely one. So yes, it's a very good one. Read into it, you enjoy it. It's a bit, I won't say stressful much, but I believe when you get into it, you just get used to it. So Lydia, interesting discussion. Thank you, Lydia. Lydia is saying hello to Olayemi. Susan, is that Susan Akeredolu? Thanks for coming, Susan. Yes, follow. Adiola just joined. I hope we can reply. I hope you can. So discipline matters, self-control, very basic. Thank you so much, Adiola. And that's it now. We've spent 25 minutes talking about this. I didn't plan to make it more than 30 minutes because I know you might want to go pick up your kids or want to go get busy with other things. So I don't know if anybody wants to add anything. Please, at some point I will be going Facebook Live, but I won't be using my normal Facebook profile. I will be using my Facebook page. So Facebook page is different from Facebook profile. So with Facebook, you can get monetized with Facebook as well. So with Facebook monetization, you have to have at least 10,000 followers, and you have to get the first minute of your video has to get 30,000 views. So with that one, you then get monetized with Facebook. YouTube does monetization as well. So with YouTube monetization, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 4,000 what, guys? 4,000 watch minutes. So with that one, you get monetized with YouTube. I heard Instagram now does monetization as well. So something I've realized with social media is, apart from chatting, checking up on your friends and doing our normal women gossip, we can also use social media to make money and to pass information around. So when I want to talk about health promotion or something around health, or I want to share something that I think helps me, I'm always very happy to, share it because it helps me to reach out to people more, this part of social media. So also, if you want to make money, if money is your primary reason, why not? And if money is not the primary reason, if it is secondary, why not as well? So just try to look for a niche, like look for something that interests you. Speaking of if you're not camera shy, well, we all get shy sometimes, no matter how confident you are. But with time, you build it up and you get better with time. So find something, maybe random Facebook Live video, and you get popular by doing it consistently, and your video gets shared and shared and shared, and your confidence will build and you begin to make money. So that's another way to get money also. Speaking of other streams of income, so YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, yeah, I think those three, they do monetization. So I'll read the comments real quick again. Yemi says discipline is the word. Susan Akeredolu, how does the Amazon work? So I talked about the Amazon affiliates. We're almost up to 30 minutes, but I'll see if I can run through it again. Give me a minute, please. Ruth says cutting down on spendings. Jola says cut your clothes according to your material. That's very right. Ruth says, can you expatiate more on life ISA? Arita, can we say human needs or wants and insight? Oh yes, we can say that. Abolajimo, okay, thank you so much for the discussion. Oyebe Mekwiye, kiss back to you, Dal. Ruth 4K, yes, I remember 4K watch hours. 4K watch hours, not minutes. That's right. Thanks for correcting me, Ruth. So Diola, thanks, babe. Only you will make me join a live chat on a busy day like this. Thank you. So Arita has just said opting out of the NHS pension and using the life ISA will save being taxed again. At the end of the day, like you said, it comes down to this plan being consistent with the savings. That's right. So please read the comment section. Some people have said some things I think might be helpful to you. Read the comment section. And Timmy is back again. There you go. So speaking of, we're up to 30 minutes now. Speaking of Amazon affiliate, so even Amazon affiliate is available in Nigeria. Susanna Keredolu is my secondary school friend from Nigeria. So yeah, she has just asked a question around Amazon affiliates. Like I said, I'll leave a link to my friend's YouTube channel around Amazon affiliate. If you can, watch it if you don't mind, please, just so we don't go more than 30 minutes for those that want to leave now. So who else asked the question? Expatiate more on life ISA. So I was reading about it the other day, to be honest, but I wasn't settled enough to assimilate. When you're reading and you're not assimilating, but I know that it's very good. I wish I could read more about it and probably do a video on it alongside other things I pick up from here. And who else asked the question? I think that's all with the question. And Areta added something about NHS pension and using the life ISA. That's it. Thank you very much. And let us try to take away this belief that the more you earn, the more you spend. It seems to be like a human needs are insatiable kind of rule. I believe some people, once they are, like I was reading the other day, that once you earn £1,800 after your tax on a good day, and for whatever reason, whether you did extra shifts or you've been promoted to the next band, you're then earning 2,200. For whatever reason, even though you pick a flour of 50 pence, whether the Morrison Saver flour for your puff puff or for your meat pie is what you normally pick on a good day. Now that you earn 2,200 naira and £2,200, some people want to pick flour of £1.50. Do you know that at the end of the day, I believe that the taste is not different. I don't think that the taste will be different. Yes, quality-wise, but at the end of the day, the body is still fat. I've been eating lots of meat pie and puff these days, and I'm all fat. So you can cut your spending. That £1 you want to use to add on top of the 50 pence one to pick up a £1.50 one, to use it to buy something else. So no matter how much I earn, I've told myself what I buy is what I'll still buy. People want to up their game and pick more or begin to do more just to show that they are large. Yes, I'll still be large, but for now, let me save the best I can. So in my 40s, I can sit down and tell my soul that I've done well. Get what I mean? So then there's this lady on Instagram that has been going really viral. This I can't remember her name now. Sevo something. She built a house of she built a 7-bedroom mansion. She's a single mom, I believe, and everybody's calling her a man. Everybody's talking about how well she's done. Everybody's hailing her. I believe at some point she has disciplined herself. I don't think she got there. And I even commented under the post. I said, if only she can talk to people about how she got there, just so people don't think it's magic. But I realized that most people are not always open about how they are getting their wealth or little things that bring money to them. I don't understand why though. But I'm happy to, if you ask me, and I know that your question is genuine and it's all about fortifying ourselves, I'll definitely tell you. So some people liked my comments on that post, but obviously we know nobody will talk about how she got that money. That house is massive. For a 40, I think she's only 35. She celebrated her 35-year-old birthday 2 days ago. That house is massive. Is massive. So what am I saying? I know that we can do it. I'd love to see all of us at the top. And I'll quickly read the comments before we finish now. So Lydia is saying hi to Ruth again. And Jola thinks you make maternity leave enjoyable. Thank you, dear. Adebola, follow a short thumbs up, dear. Ruth saying hi to Lydia back. Adiola, instead of John Lewis, you are going for everything £5. Yes. So instead of John Lewis, I got a few things from everything £5. If you haven't seen the video, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, guys. And I'm wearing them. They come really handy now that I'm not going anywhere, and I wear them and they look nice. I'm using them for my YouTube videos as well. So I will allow you okay. You are right. It's good to stay on your previous income so that you can save when your income increases. That's very right. Jola thinks we should prioritize our needs. That's another point. Ruth, they are greeting each other. Jola, don't compare yourself with others. That is very, very right. Most people are killing themselves because they can't stop comparing themselves with whatever right that one drives. At the end of the day, some people, by the time they are done paying for all of their direct debits, their money is finished. So don't compare yourself, indeed. Jola, it is very true. Lydia is saying to Jola, it is very true. No need for us to compare ourselves to anyone. So thank you very much, you guys, for joining. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up before you get out of the live stream. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. I might be having another live stream very soon. And if I want to go on Facebook, I'll let you know. I'll give you my Facebook page. So my Facebook page name is Olubukola TV as well. Please endeavor to be joining me on there as well. If you have a YouTube channel, send me your link or whatever it is you want me to support you with. I'll join you. I'll come to your live stream and let's build one another together. That'll be all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe before you go to my channel, recommend my videos to somebody. Thank you so much. Bye. I just want to say thank you to everybody. What do I write? Oh, it's not working.